Hi everyone, I'm here today with my weekly favorites. I've been doing a lot of tutorials lately and I've been loving a lot of products. So I want to share with you some stuff I've been just head over heels for. So we'll start with foundation tools. Foundation tools. I've been using the Real Techniques complexion sponge. This thing is so great. I had it when it first came out and really loved it. It kind of got all worn out and I needed to toss it out. So I was using my beauty blender for a long time. My beauty blender is like kind of seen better days. So I was like, do I buy a beauty blender? Do I go back to the complexion sponge? And I decided to go back to this. I love it. It's so good. It's obviously wet because I just used it, but it's, you know, it's not the same shape as the beauty blender, but I find that it's the closest thing to it. And I do love the flat side. It's great for getting the concealer under your eyes or like cleaning up along your brows or like to go along your lip line if you're needing to like clean up your lip liner. It's just a really, really fantastic beauty tool. So if you don't want to invest in the beauty blender, I purchased two packs of these off Amazon and it was very inexpensive. So absolutely love the complexion sponge. It's just really, really great. Foundations that I'm loving. I keep going between the two of these. I talked about this in my weekly favorites last week, but the Tint Couture Balm by Givenchy is so great, you guys. It's the most beautiful foundation I think I've ever worn on my skin. It's expensive. I think it was like $43. And so it is expensive, but it just blurs out any imperfections in the skin and makes your skin look radiant and glowy and healthy and perfect and flawless, and it lasts all day. It's such a great foundation, and so I really, really love this. It is pricier, so on the days that maybe I'm not like doing anything particularly special or I like need to switch it up because I feel bad that I'm using this all the time, I have went to the Maybelline Fit Me Dewy and Smooth. I'm not sure if I've talked about this on my channel. I know I used this in my Get Ready With Me duochrome look that I did as a collab with Mrs. Lila Lynn. And when I was editing that, I was realizing, you know what? I love that foundation. Why have I not used it? So I've been switching between the two and I've worn them probably equally this week. I'm wearing the Dewy and Smooth today and I'm in the shade 3 Nude Sand in the Givenchy and I'm in shade 125 Nude Beige in the Fit Me, and I love it. It's beautiful on the skin. It blends flawlessly. I tried the matte and poreless. It's awful for me. Even when my skin was super oily, I felt like the matte and poreless made my skin really dry. It made it crackly looking. It made it look like alligator skin. It was just flaky, gross, not good. This is amazing. The Dewy and Smooth, it doesn't make me oily or greasy though. So both of these are a more natural, luminous, dewy finish, but they both last all day and they're fantastic. So highly recommend both of these. Now the concealer that I've been using is the MAC Pro Longwear in NW20, but because I am pretty fair, it kind of matches my skin tone perfectly versus like brightening. So I actually went back to the Master Conceal in number 20 Light from Maybelline. This is a really great concealer. It's very creamy, opaque, but it blends beautifully under the eyes. It doesn't crease, and I love this. But what I noticed is I hadn't used it for a while, and I went to go, you know, put some on my hand and a bunch of liquid came out. So make sure you give it a good shake if you haven't used it for a bit, because I think it does separate a little bit. But once I shook it out a little bit, it applied beautifully, and this is a great concealer. The other drugstore concealer that I really love is the NYX HD concealer, but I don't have that and I'm loving this one instead. A couple blushes that I'm just like can't stop using are these two. This one is the Rockateur blush from Benefit. It's a beautiful rose gold shimmery blush. It's stunning. It's kind of like, if you have more mature skin, it's a way to do shimmery blush that's not overly sparkly or overly glittery. It does have a little bit of a perfumed smell and it's a beautiful like rose gold sheen. I don't know how much it's gonna like show up on camera, but it's a beautiful rose gold and it just does something when it's on your cheeks. It has this most beautiful sheen and glow to your cheeks, and it's got like a peachy rose gold tint to it. So it's really, really beautiful. I love that. And the other one, I love that one for fall. This is the other fall blush that I get a lot of use out of, and this is Nars Sin. It is what is on my cheeks today. And this one is a beautiful kind of dirty plum blush with a little bit of a gold sheen to it. And it's got like a little bit of like this cranberry plum to it. And it's just beautiful. Obviously that's a heavy swatch, but it applies amazingly to the cheeks. I think this was my very first Nars blush that I ever got, and in the fall time I use this all the time. It's so perfect, so I really have been loving that. I have actually went back to using my Becca Moonstone. I love Opal. Opal's probably my favorite, Moonstone is probably my second favorite, and Champagne Pop is probably my third favorite, only because Champagne Pop can be a little bit too golden for my skin sometimes, especially when I'm fair. But Moonstone is beautiful if you have fair skin. It's a beautiful kind of like pale white gold. And I love this on my lid. I love this on my inner corner. I love it on my cheekbones. It's what I'm wearing today. And it's just the most beautiful, flattering highlight for fair skin tones. It's beautiful. I love it. And I really love the Becca highlighters, and I love applying it with this MAC 137 brush, which is what I talked about in my last video, my last favorites video. It just applies it effortlessly. So this combination is a total win. Another brush that I'm loving is kind of like the eye version of this highlight brush, and it's the MAC 221. Now this is like a little tiny pointed crease brush. This is so perfect for crease work. So if you are wanting to do like a cut crease or like a really defined crease, this brush is perfect. You could get it in whatever color you're using, and it just fits right into the socket, and it does the best job of not only applying the product to your crease, but really blending it out. The consistency, or the density, I guess I should say, the density of the brush allows it to apply the product nicely, but also buff it out without messing up your makeup. Because sometimes if you use too dense of a brush to apply it, it's like too stiff and you can't get a good blend. If it's too fluffy, it goes everywhere. This is a perfect combination of dense and fluffy for crease work. I love it. It's also fantastic for blending out lower lash line color. It's great. Now for my lips, this combination I try to deviate from, and I can't do it. It is like this color says, I want to be on your lips forever. Can you tattoo this on my lips? Because for the rest of my life, I would wear this color forever and ever, amen. This combination, you guys, I can't. I literally can't even. This is the Nars Alagua lip liner. You guys know I'm a fan of this one. Yeah. If you can't get your hands on this one, you can try Clinique Sky Violet. It's very similar. It's a beautiful lip liner, so I put that all over my lips, fill them in. And then Dose of Color Stone. I just literally can't. I've already ordered 2 backups because I never want to be without. Never want to be without. And the color, it's actually what's on my lips. I don't know why I'm swatching it. But this color is like, it just does something to me. I just can't. I can't. It feels great on the lips. It's not overly drying. It doesn't get crackly. When it wears off after eating and drinking, it wears off evenly. I don't have it wearing off on the inner part of my lips. I don't have it like looking funky. I don't have just like a lip liner on the outside at the end of the day. It is the most even wearing liquid lipstick I've ever tried. So absolutely, hands down, love this so much. If you did not pick it up, please do, because you will not be disappointed. It's just really, really fantastic. And then my song of the week. We're gonna play the song of the week because literally I can't stop listening to this one. So the next song is a song that like seriously not only like gives me butterflies, but you know when you hear a song and it just like does something to your heart where you're just like, like that's how this song is. And I have heard it twice in concert, and it's by Thomas Rhett, and it's called Die a Happy Man. And it just like, every time I hear it, it just like makes my heart just feel so full and like, So this one is Thomas Rhett, Die a Happy Man. Alright guys, that was my favorites. I hope you enjoyed, and I also filmed a tutorial for this look using some products I got from Glambot, and so I will link that down below when it's up, or make sure you're subscribed or follow my social media, that way you know when there's any new videos up. All my social media is going to be like on one of these sides popping up. So Snapchat, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, subscribe, and yeah, so if you want to see a look on this tutorial on this look, it will be coming soon. It's using the Chanel quad number 5203. I think it is their holiday one called Holiday Harmony or Harmony de Soie. We're just gonna go with that. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed. I'd love to hear what some of your favorites are. What are some favorite songs you're loving? I would love some music recommendations because I'm always listening to music when I'm here at the studio editing. So let me know some of your favorites, and I'll talk to you guys in the next video. Bye!